Hello, everybody in YouTube land and Facebook land. How's it going, my friends? Here today with another video for you. Mike here, Mike's Computer Tips. I just want to say thank you for supporting me all these years. And if you're new here, definitely make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on the video. This is my water with my chia seeds. Every few days I take some chia seeds and put them in water and let it sit for about 15 minutes. And once the chia seeds they kind of open up a little. It's like the chia head. Remember the chia head plant? Sort of like that. It kind of expands. And when you drink it, it makes you feel full, and it has a lot of antioxidant properties in it. And it also, I also put it in my tea. I put chia seeds in my tea. Drink it on an empty stomach, that's the key. You'll get a lot of benefits out of it. Today, what I wanted to talk about was this laptop here. Okay. If anybody knows what these are, I'm not sure, I'll tell you what they are. Underneath a lot of laptops, especially HP, there's hidden screws before you take it at the bottom off. You have to take these pieces of plastic off. And it's kind of like to balance the bottom, to make it sit more comfortable on the table. So you have to, put your fingernail in there and pull it and get these two off first. And once you do that, then you can take the bottom off the laptop. Now this is a laptop I bought from somebody not too long ago. It's a very nice laptop. And I made a big mistake, and I don't want you to make that mistake. So I'm going to explain to you what happened. Now, I didn't pay a lot for this laptop. I got it very cheap. It's a very nice laptop, and it's not a gaming or anything, but you can do everything with it. Now, the problem was, a lot of times people will reset a computer before they sell it or give it away. That way all their data and information isn't there, and you can't access it. Well, I'm sure that they did it in this case, but I made a big mistake because on these HP laptops, there is an image on the hard drive, and if you restart it and you start tapping F11, it will let you reinstall the operating system. Well, me, because I wanted to upgrade it and make it better, put a bigger hard drive, more memory, I opened it up, and I didn't go that path, which I probably should have, because it's not working. I can't get Windows to load on it. Well, why is that? Well, a couple of reasons. I know it works because it did have Windows 11 on it before I took the hard drive out, opened it up, and removed the hard drive. But there's a file that you have to install first, so it sees the Windows will see the hard drive. Now the computer can't see the hard drive unless you install that file, unless you put a working Windows hard drive in there already, which has that file, which I didn't do because I didn't realize that. That's what I should have done. So, hey, we all make mistakes, So now I have to find the file, try to activate the file and install it before I could try to install an operating system on it. So that's one of my little projects I have. Another project I have is this laptop over here, which is a really nice laptop, but I bought it from somebody and either they knew or didn't know, I don't know, but some of the screws on the bottom, well, actually two of the screws on the corner were not screwed all the way in. And once I opened it up, I realized that the hinge was a problem. Now, I'm not saying they knew and was trying to cheat me. That might have been the case. But, you know, I opened it up. I didn't have to open it up. I wanted to upgrade it. So I opened it up and realized that there's no screws in one side. So the bottom part of the laptop will not sit flush. So when you lift the screen up and close it, it's not that smooth that you get if you just open and close the laptop. So I'm trying to work on that. I was trying to buy the bottom piece online because I noticed on this is actually the bottom piece, and it's like new condition. I mean, it's very good condition. But the problem is that there's these little things that are on the laptop, which like lifts the screw. It's a little plastic thing that's on the bottom, and this corner one doesn't have that thing that stops the screw from going all the way in. So that's not actually the one because I put the bottom on that laptop. But it's not on that one. But if you know what I mean, is that when you take the bottom off, in the corner there's when you screw the screw in and tighten the laptop screws on the bottom, there's a little plastic thing in there which makes the screw stop. It can't go anymore once it tightens. Well, on one side of that, it must have broke the plastic, so the screw just goes straight in and it will not hold that corner. So that's an issue that I'm dealing with, because I was trying to buy a new bottom and I'm like, why do I waste money on a new bottom when it's a really good bottom? Maybe I can make something work, but I don't know what I'm going to do on that. I have a friend that may be able to fix that, but I did try to glue the hinge, and that didn't stay, because you still need that screw to tighten it, or else when you open and close it, the hinge is going to move. So I'm at a dilemma with that, because even if I change the bottom, when you open and close it, the hinge is always going to force that bottom loose. So unless I can screw a couple of the screws into the hinge so it stays down, it's going to create that same problem. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't buy that. If I could get a couple screws to hold, then maybe I could find a really tiny washer that will hold the screw, or that screw won't really matter that much because the screws inside will hold it. So yeah, I have a couple of little issues here. Now I have a friend that does help me with these problems, but he's very busy right now, so I can't always get his attention. But you know, it's good to have a couple projects going. Charging my phone over here while we speak. Just plugged it in. I have a really fast charger that I got from Amazon, and works a lot better if you shut your phone off, but I like to keep it on just in case somebody calls or texts me. So I don't really like to shut my phone off, because I never know when somebody's going to contact me, whether it would be family or friends or somebody on Facebook. But here's the water, and here's the chia. I'm just mixing it up. I also have a few other issues I'm dealing with. Oh, I was doing a little painting outside. I have this little stove outside, and I always spray it with WD-40 because I don't want it to rust. I noticed that a little surface rust always comes on there. So I've been spraying it, and then I went and got Rust-Oleum paint, and it's really similar to the color. It might even be the exact color, and I put a nice coat of paint on it. So I'll probably wait till, give that like a good 24 hours to dry, and I'll put another light coat on it, and that'll do it for that project. I have another project outside. I'm painting my metal railing. I have this gloss black paint here that I've been using. First I was going to just paint the top of the railing where you put your hand on it and walk in the house, but my wife wants me to do the whole thing, so that's another project I got that I'm going to be dealing with. And as long as it's not raining, well, that one doesn't really affect the rain because it's underneath inside of my screen porch. The outside burner thing that I was telling you about, and I'll post some pictures on sometime, that is outside, so when it rains it can get wet. So that's why I just put one coat and then I'm just going to give it time to dry, because here in Florida you never know when it's going to rain. It could rain any second. That's the thing about Florida. It'll be nice and sunny, then a little rain shower will pop up. But I'm getting ready to enjoy my tea, and I was going to do a little fasting. What I like to do sometimes is not eat anything when I wake up, and don't eat any solid food. And I have trail mix with cranberry, raisins, almonds, and peanuts, and that kind of thing. Hi, cat. Yeah. Little cat on the floor. She's not really being too cooperative. I think she wants to go in the closet, so I'll open that up. So basically, while the cat's over here playing, we're over here chatting. I don't want you to climb up on anything. Here. You want to climb? You can climb up here. Look. Luna. No. She can climb up there. I moved the little spot for her cat. Now she is not interested, and she's walking away. She doesn't want to be a celebrity, I guess. Luna, don't do that. My wife's been trying to cut the cat's nails. The cat has a tendency of scratching everything. So she cuts a couple of her nails when the cat will stay still, which is hardly ever. And here's my tea, honey and black tea, little creamer, and some chia seeds. Already made on this lovely Tuesday morning. Now, if I even forget what day it is and I'm in here working or hanging out in my little area I call the lab, I know when this day it is because Tuesday the trash truck will come out and I'll hear it outside, and Friday they pick up the trash. Thursday I usually put it out. So those 2 days I got down pat. So other than that, I'm just glad to hang out with you guys and talk shop or talk about like anything we want to talk about. Just enjoying my tea, and I'll probably have some. Well, I was telling you